Hey again all, Alex here. Just here to talk to you guys about my experiences with the public speaking class. Also, I'm going to answer a couple questions that pertain to what I've learned throughout the past month. Well, for starters, I didn't really have any negative feelings for public speaking before I started this class. I mean, I wasn't the best at it, but I'd had prior experience with it. I used to be in the military, so I'd have to give speeches and presentations to high-ranking generals and commanders. On top of that, I was also in high school. I did a couple of plays for my drama classes. I played Beowulf in the rendition of Beowulf, while my best friend played Grendel, and we actually did a full, really epic fight scene on stage. It was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. I like my ability to communicate with other people. I mean, for the most part, it doesn't really cause any issues, but I do occasionally have some difficulties expressing my thought process. But I, through expanding my vocabulary and reading up on new ways to express yourself, I've gotten to where I can get these points across easier, but I still have some issues with it. I didn't really have too many issues. Week one issue was just uploading it onto YouTube and learning how to use photo booths. Um, I've never uploaded anything onto YouTube, especially anything of myself, so now I had that whole fear of, great, now there's something of me on the internet type of deal. But aside from that, it was really nothing. Uh, After that, week two, with the TED project, I just had some minor uploading problems, some technical difficulties, but I was able to resolve those by getting in touch with the teacher. Week three, the only problem was trying to decide on what to cover for my project, but I chose Star Wars because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So I decided to do it on the Old Republic, which is one of my favorite games. And then week four was where I had all my major difficulties. First, I couldn't get it to convert from PowerPoint to movie, and then I couldn't get it to upload properly when I did get it converted, and then I had a little bit of difficulties getting in touch with the teacher. But now that I've learned how to use iMovie properly instead of Photo Booth and Photoshop and PowerPoint, now I can just use iMovie and do everything that way, which makes life a lot easier. Now, I was a little nervous before each presentation, but the beauty of this class being online is that I was able to run through the presentation over and over again and record myself doing it over and over again until I got it to the way that I wanted it done. And I found that through repetition and practice, I was able to get rid of those nerves almost entirely. And not only that, like I said before, I had the prior experiences with high school and being in the military, so where I didn't have like that huge nervous feeling like I've seen some of the other students have on here. I really tried to help out the other students by keeping an eye on their little hand gestures and talking with their hands and bodily gestures and other little snafus like that, because they're also the things that I have the most trouble with. Like, I'll slouch when I'm talking, or I'll talk with my hands, which is great for in person, but on video it's hard to do because I'll be talking with my hands and it's very distracting to both me and the person I'm trying to get the point across to, which can cause some issues, obviously. My favorite project was the TED project. I thoroughly enjoyed finding um, Sir Ken Robinson and learning about what all he had to give us, like teaching us how to put humor into our presentations while maintaining the whole professionalism, and he made sure that he kept the audience's attention by talking about things that they would be interested in, along with, like I said, keeping humor in his presentations. Overall, my biggest problem would be, aside from the uploading that I was having trouble with, would be talking with my hands and stuttering, but I've been doing a pretty good job on keeping a handle on both of those. So overall, I would say that I would give myself a 3.5 to a 4 on my public speaking, because I am, in my opinion, a decent public speaker. However, I still have that whole nervousness, and I still have the whole getting over talking with my hands and saying every now and then. But I find that with practice, I can keep working at it, and it will eventually be gone almost completely. Having said all that, after this class, knowing that I have these resources at my hands, um, iMovie and Photo Booth and PowerPoint, with all those, also I will be able to create better visual aids for my presentations, which will make me more comfortable. So after this class, I would say that I am more comfortable with my public speaking. Um, but yeah, so I hope you guys all have a great time here at Full Sail, and it was a privilege to get to know each and every one of you.